Campfire Tales, Lore of the Olympic National Forest by R.S. Hughes. The Forbidden Stairs of a Dark Forest. In the depths of the Olympic National Forest, nestled among the towering trees and thick underbrush, there stood a peculiar set of stairs. No one knows how they got there. They appeared to be from an old abandoned structure, seemingly leading up to nowhere. The locals knew the legend well. Don't go near, and definitely don't climb on a set of stairs that are randomly in the forest. On a foggy summer morning, four friends, Ollie, Rachel, Mark, and Lisa, decided to go hiking deep into the forest. Mark drove everyone to the end of a long Forest Service road that led to the trailhead they wanted to explore. They had heard gossip of eerie stairs, but dismissed them as mere superstition. Their adventurous spirits and curiosity got the better of them. "Do you really believe in those old stories?" Ollie scoffed as they trudged through the dense foliage. Rachel shrugged. "I don't know. But it's fun to think about. Maybe we'll find them and see what the fuss is all about." After hours of hiking, they stumbled upon a clearing where the trees parted, revealing the mysterious stairs. They were made of stone, as if from an ancient castle covered in moss and vines, leading up a few steps to another world. "Is this it?" Mark asked, his voice tinged with excitement. Lisa hesitated. "Maybe we shouldn't. I've heard some really creepy things about these stairs." But Ollie, eager to prove his bravery, ran up the stairs, which were only about 10 steps. When he reached the top, he turned to the others with a blank stare and, in a flat tone, said, "Come up, guys." Lisa stepped up a few steps and stopped cold in her tracks, her eyes wide with fear. Just as Mark was about to touch the stairs and join them, Rachel pulled him back. "Don't!" "Something's wrong," she whispered, her voice trembling. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to shake, and the stairs seemed to grow taller, stretching impossibly high. The sky darkened, and an otherworldly mist surrounded them, obscuring their view of the forest. "What's happening?" Rachel cried, panic rising in her chest. Before anyone could respond, they heard a haunting whisper carried on the breeze. It grew louder, filling their minds with dread. The stairs pulsed with an unnatural energy, and the friends felt their bodies being pulled apart as if they were being torn from reality itself. Mark clutched his head, his eyes wide with terror. "We need to get out of here!" But as they tried to take a step, they found themselves unable to move. The whispers grew deafening, and the mist thickened, swallowing them whole. One by one, they vanished into the dense mist, their screams echoing through the forest. Rachel and Mark awoke from being unconscious for who knows how long. They were sure they were where the stairs had been, but now the stairs, Ollie and Lisa, were gone. Rachel and Mark frantically searched the area, calling out their friends' names, but there was no response. As they searched deeper into the forest, an overwhelming sense of anxiety gripped them, bringing them to the brink of panic. Hours later, they stumbled upon a clearing where Ollie and Lisa stood motionless, their faces blank and expressionless, as if they were in a trance. "Ollie! Lisa!" Rachel cried, but there was no recognition in their eyes. Mark approached cautiously, his heart pounding. "What's wrong with them?" As they got closer, they realized Ollie and Lisa were mumbling incoherently, their eyes vacant and soulless. The forest seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, and the whispers of the trees grew louder, filling their minds with fear. "We have to get out of here," Rachel urged, pulling Mark away from the entranced friends. "This place is cursed!" But as they tried to leave, the forest twisted and turned, leading them astray. The whispers grew deafening as the supernatural mist thickened, surrounding them, obscuring their view. Desperate to escape, Rachel and Mark stumbled through the forest, but a malevolent force seemed to follow them, pushing them to the brink of exhaustion. They knew they had to find a way out before the forest claimed them as it had Ollie and Lisa. Miraculously, Rachel and Mark managed to find their way back to the truck and drove to the nearest town, where they alerted the authorities. A rescue party was quickly assembled and sent out to search for the two friends. Days later, the rescue party found them. Ollie was wandering naked and disoriented. Lisa, too, was found naked and was hiding in a burrowed-out tree trunk, pulling out her hair. They were forever changed, their eyes empty and soulless, as if the forest had consumed their essence, leaving them vacant and hollow. The legend of the forbidden stairs grew, warning all that when you looked for the stairs, the forest would stare back and lead you to a place from which there was no return.